Hey my friends, welcome to my channel. Just real quick, I wanted to remind you that we are having an amazing collaboration coming in just a few days, and it's on the theme of Christmas in July. This is one of my favorite collaboration themes. I love this one. I love Christmas. I love the spirit of Christmas, and I love the tropical vibes that at least I like to use as a spin on this theme. There are 25 incredible artists involved, and it's a crossover art collaboration. So you're going to see a lot of incredible, diverse art. There's going to be fluid art. There's going to be embellishments on fluid art. There's going to be other styles of art. And what I really love so much when we do a collaboration based on a singular theme, which is what most collaborations are, I love seeing the diverse array that all of the different artists come forth with. That to me is some of the most exciting part of it, as well as the celebration of the individual pieces themselves. So I know you're gonna love it, and make sure you're there with us. It starts this Saturday. And this is a sketch of one of my goddesses. If you haven't been around my channel recently, then you might not have known that I recently launched a new series that I created. It's the Goddess Collection series. And these are a few sketches of some of the goddesses that I will be presenting soon on my channel. One of these sketches is actually in the process right now of becoming my goddess that will be in the Christmas in July collaboration. So which one will she be? Well, I'm not going to let you know that just yet, but I am going to give you just a quick sneak peek of what I did real quick with some of the fluid art in setting her up. And I wanted to show you how I masked off her head there real quick. And you can see here, I tried one technique at first and then went over it with a wandering ring pour. And that actually became the basis of my background for the goddess that I will be presenting in the Christmas in July theme. If you're here, make sure you give this a like. If you'd go ahead and please give this video a like right now, I'd really appreciate it. Obviously, you're still here, so you must like it at least a little bit. That really helps boost my algorithm and helps other people find me, and I'd really appreciate that. If you do like my content, and you know you like my content and you've not subscribed, consider subscribing and clicking the bell so that you get notifications of my upcoming releases, including my fabulous goddesses that will be coming forth, as well as some of my other fluid art presentations. Also, please remember that tonight's video is part of a premiere train, and in our premiere, and aside from myself, is Lori of Lori Houston Art, Camille of Camile Amoy Art, and Nate of Nate Bright Art. And we all appreciate your viewership and your interaction with us. We love it when you're with us at the time of the premieres. It means a lot to us, and we really enjoy just getting to hang out with you and having fun together like that. But even if you're watching on the replay, definitely make sure you check out all of the other artists' pieces, because we all do really different styles within this beautiful fluid art. We have our own unique flares. Lori works a lot with beautiful sea glass, I think it's called sea glass or broken glass, I don't know, some glass. It's sparkly, it's really pretty. Fire glass, I don't know, I can't remember the name. But she also does these beautiful flower pops. Like, she really has a niche with that. And Camille, she's had a niche with beautiful dahlias that she created the technique and how to create those. And from there, she's really been spending a little bit more time lately on blooms. She does beautiful blooms, and she does beautiful kind of chaos Dutch pours mixed with pearl pours. And speaking of pearl pours, she has a real unique flair with pearl pours. They look really different than anyone else's that I've seen. And Nate, well, he's just incredibly inventive. I mean, that guy just thinks of things that always blow my mind. I'm always like, how did you think of that, Nate? How did you think of doing that? And he gets these really amazing, unique results with these ideas that just come to him. And then he just tries them, you know, and you'd have to really spend some time watching a few of his videos to get a little bit of a basis of what I mean there. But it's really incredible, and I just wish I had that type of ingenuity. So here I'm just letting you see that her face is actually underneath this, but I'm not going to show you too much here because she is the goddess that I will be revealing for my Christmas in July video. So you are going to have to come back and see that. So now we're going to go into a bloom And this bloom is something that I am creating for somebody in particular, and they really would like this painting to be in mainly purples, shades of purples with highlights of pink and green. So as you probably know, if you're a fluid artist, trying to utilize green with pink and purple is going to be a challenge, especially because I really want to do a bloom or a Dutch type pour. And I can see it in my mind that if it would cooperate with me and not blend together and make mud, that it could absolutely be stunning and light and airy and wispy. And I just keep seeing doing a bloom for this person. I know that I actually could control these colors really well if I were to do a very thick based paint mixture, like mound on a mound on a mound thickness. And if I were to do like a ring pour or a wrecked ring pour, that I really probably could control the variance of these colors with such efficiency and avoid the muddiness that is going to be more likely to haunt me on this type of fluid style. But I just really want to try this because I love this light wispiness that I can potentially get in a bloom or a Dutch pour, if only I can get my colors to cooperate with me. But of course, that remains to be the trick. And as you can see, I'm getting a lot of pearl cell activity here, and what I wasn't piecing together at this point in the painting process, and I'm able to speak about it now in my voiceover, because this is a voiceover right now, obviously, as I was blowing paint there. But I later, by the time I really came through this, was able to really realize that the paint that I put on the background on my flood coat was not the normal mixture that I normally use for a bloom. It was a cup that just said base coat on it, and I just grabbed it thinking, oh, okay, sure, it's probably it's probably got my special mixture in there for something that I would maybe want to do with a bloom, because I have not attempted to do a pearl cell painting in a really long time. And when I say attempted, I really mean that, because I had never been able to get an outcome that I wanted. I never got that many pearl cells, really, not like what you just saw there a minute ago. Of course, they're mainly gone now because I tilted this and was trying to get, to get this to look better. And in a way it does. Like, there's something about this that's kind of pretty. I could see that some people might like this, and I like the pearls up there in that corner and the light wispiness there and the rest of it, and it's just really airy. It is kind of pretty, and I could see how some people might really like that. But the person this is going for, it's my understanding that they really want this to have a lot of purple. Like, it needs to mainly be purple, not mainly white with just soft, subtle hints, okay? So, if I would have let that dry, maybe I could have kept that for somebody, I don't know who, but someone. You could always find a taker eventually. But I really wanted to try to get the painting for who this is intended, right? So I decided to go at it again, and I put more of that white down because I still wasn't realizing that it's that white itself that has something in it that's causing all these pearls to come up and basically swallow up my color, which is what happens typically, right? That happens a lot when you're working with certain type of recipes with pearl pours, okay? And of course, that's what you're aiming for when you're going for that kind of thing. Except that when I tried to get it, I didn't, darn it. What are the odds, right? All right, so now I'm seeing that there's something pretty here. There's definitely more purple going on. So I'm encouraged that maybe I can actually get something that might work for this person. And so I'm just going for trying to work the other areas is what at this point is my aim, right? And so as I work one area, like, it gets better, but then it also kind of affects negatively part of the next. And that's usually where the outer edge of the blow of that section kind of goes and touches into a part that's already there. Then that part is becoming muddy, and so I'm still struggling with that within this. But yeah, look at those pearls down in that corner. It's toward the right lower corner of the canvas, not the screen, because the whole canvas is situated toward the left, and now I just spun it. But that other part, I mean, there's still some nice pearls there, but look at those right there in that corner. Look at those big, beautiful, giant pearl cells. I tried so hard to get those in the past, and then I gave up. I honestly haven't tried to even get them in a really long time. Maybe I should have just left it alone and let it dry, and maybe embellished it after, and maybe ended up with something pretty. But I got really frustrated, and I ended up just making a mess right there. I just got really mad because at that point I knew it was my background paint and that it wasn't going to work. And I had so much paint on this plastic down there that I couldn't pour anymore. I actually had to pick this all up and throw it away to avoid getting a mess everywhere. So again, my friends, I do have some things coming up to show you in a little bit ahead, but before I get there, I just wanted to remind you again about the premiere train tonight, or just in general, even if you're here after the fact, and to also visit the channels of Lori Houston, Camile Amoy, and Nate Bright, and their links are in the description below. I know you are going to love their art. And so this is Terra, Goddess of the Sea. She was the first goddess in my new collection that I presented last Tuesday. So if you haven't seen that, you might enjoy seeing the creation of that. And she, of course, is the launch of my new goddess collection line. So who will be named next? Who will the goddess be, and who will be named for her? So I'm sure you're going to love this new series. I'm enjoying creating her. I am using a blend of fluid art, acrylic pouring techniques, and brush embellishment. And I'm really enjoying bringing forth something by combining those two elements and having this beautiful theme that occurred to me to create. And I'm just so pleased to be doing this right now. And this is the trailer, the official little kind of part of the commercial. I have kind of a couple of them actually, of the Goddess Collection series, and it actually is officially here. Last week was the start of it, and it's here. It's in process, and I'm looking forward to sharing that with you. And my next goddess reveal will be this Saturday within the Christmas in July collaboration. So enjoy the rest of this footage, and I'll see you around my channel again soon.